Hi guys, it's Vicky and Wanda, and we're here today because we're going to join in and support Mel and Pat, who is hosting a challenge. Now you can find Mel by going to PaperSpeaks here on YouTube. Never ever trust me on the rules and guidelines for these challenges, because I could forget something, and believe me, more than once I have made something myself and I didn't take proper notes and I had to go back and make a whole new layout or add something because I forgot to even write it down. So just to be certain, go over and visit PaperSpeaks on YouTube. I'll try to leave you the link below. And if you're watching this video and there's no link, maybe it's because I just got it uploaded, or maybe I don't know how. But if that happens, go to PaperSpeaks and look for the open challenge. Here's what Mel said. I think you can do anything you want. A smash page, project life, a layout, an altered item, a card, any little thing that you make and you create here on YouTube. It has to have a pointer or arrow on the project. And here's why. Would you believe that Mel has a pointer like Wanda, except it's like a pointer on steroids? Yeah, you've got to go see her pointer. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the background of the pointers in a moment. But let's take care of Mel and Pat, that's her pointer's name, first. If you put an arrow or a pointer on your page, you're entered. But if you use orange on your page, you get extra entries. There's my point, there's my arrow, there's my pointer, there is my orange, and also down below. And I'll zoom in on that in a moment. You don't have to have an arrow and a pointer. You can have one or the other or both. I'm shooting for an extra entry. So I did both. And I did the extra credit too. That's all it takes to join in on this challenge. And you do have to be a subby. You do have to do a video response to her video. That's a given. She's going to pick a winner on June 1st or June 2nd. It's May 29th as I film this video, so you've got plenty of time to do a little something, and maybe you'll win. Listen, don't do it. Be lazy. That's more chances for me, but just know this, I told you so. Anyway, this is a layout, Mel. And it's a 12 by 12. I use the background paper is basic gray, and I think it's from the fact or fiction lines. It's the stuff that Joanne has. A lot of the cutouts are also from that collection, like this, this, that, this, that. Most of the paper is from that line. I used my date stamp here. Look, I used my Bow Bunny stamp up here, and Kimmy Scrapper has one just like that. I love that. I mean, you know, we could do it like if we just set our Pepsi or our coffee or our tea on our paper, but that would be free. And I don't want to do it if it's free. My gosh, I got to spend the money on a stamp. Anyway, that's that. There's one of those little Tim Holtz paper clips. This is from my new October afternoon stamp set from Travel Girl. I don't know what stamp set this is from, guys, and I couldn't tell you where the brads come from either. Oh, look, Mel, another pointer. I put this little doily in there, and the layout is my son took when he was in Las Vegas, and he took pictures of the high price food. He said like the drinks were like $13, but he got it comped somehow. I don't know. You know, it's a secondhand story, so I don't know the whole background on this, but I'm doing a scrapbook album of his travels this year, and this will be one of the pages that go in there. I couldn't even tell you what alphabet stickers these are that I used. But the whole premise of this layout is how expensive the food was. It says amaretto sour, $13, pizza dip and drink, $24, airfare and hotel. He forgot to tell me how much they are, so I still have to go back and write that in. And look, Kim Scrapper, are you listening? Look, there's that stamp again. Spending cash, he dropped about $500 gambling, 34 hours in Vegas, priceless. So, you know, it was the whole, look how much this stuff costs, but a good time is priceless. I'll zoom in for you. Mel, there is my orange. And I did ink around all of my papers. And there's more orange. And that's pretty much sums it up. I'm struggling with a little bit of mojo gone awry again. Now, the story of the pointer. I have to film my videos sitting at my coffee table in my family room. This is my scrappy area, and you should see the top of my coffee table. It looks like something that should have been sent out to the garbage years ago. But I'm just not going to buy a new coffee table right now. I definitely don't want a glass top coffee table. I'm just going to rough it for the time being, because this is where I like to scrap. Anyway, because I'm sitting on my couch using my coffee table as my little video production area, I have to sit this foam cord board on my computer, and I'm not very close to my layouts. I needed either 4 extra inches to my arm, which I really don't need longer arms to where they'll drag on the ground or something. So I was using a ruler to point at things as I told you about them. My buddy, who is Jan, also, her YouTube channel is PokeFan200 something. You type in Poke Fan and you'll find her. And she also has a scrappy store. Like, you can buy papers and embellishments and stickers. She even has Travel Girl. Anyway, she was like, oh my gosh, you gotta have this thing. And she mailed me pointers. Actually 2 of them. And I fell in love the moment I laid eyes on these pointers. I ended up naming my pointers. This is Wanda, because she's a wand, and the other is Walter because it starts with a W. Walter and Wanda. Anyway, after I started to do videos using the pointers, so many people were like, oh my gosh, I love that. Where'd you get it? Well, I couldn't necessarily private message Jan and say, hey Jan, could you send me a dozen of those pointers? But I did find a place online that sold the pointers. So for Christmas this year, I sent out wands to several of my little YouTube besties. Kim Scrapper has one, Laura Loves Lace has one, Carol, who is one happy crafty chick, has one, and somebody else has one, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember who that is. Anyway, that funny Kim Scrapper, I was talking to her once, and I was telling her, I couldn't believe how our little wands took off and how people liked them. And she said, but we're special because we're the Pointer Sisters. So, Carol, Laura, Kim Scrapper, and me, Vicky, we are the new official Pointer Sisters for YouTube. So that's the story of the pointers, and that's why I use mine, is I just can't reach comfortably from the couch to my foam cord board. But with Wanda, she makes all things possible. Now, Mel was watching our videos and she was like, I gotta have a pointer too. And she has Pat. Now, Pat is kind of like not a male and not a female. You have to watch her videos to hear that story. But you also have to see Pat, because Pat's a little bit different from our pointers and our wands. Pat is like Wanda on steroids. Anyway, make sure you go over and watch her videos. Join in this challenge. It's a good time. And Tracy, are you watching this? Tracy, who is giddy for scrapbooking. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry I did not participate in your challenge. And I really wanted to, and she just had the best challenge in the world. It was show your first, or one of your first layouts you ever made, and show your most recent layout. And I thought that was such a good idea. But guys, I'm going to tell you something. My mojo is gone again. I mean, can I take some kind of medication that will help me keep my mojo? Really? I mean, I've lost my mojo about 10 times this year. And I just wasn't in the mood to get into the closet and pull out my first scrapbook album. And Tracy, I'm so sorry. I like to participate in the challenges, not just to win, although that's nice. Let me tell you, it's nice to win, and nobody gets a bigger kick and a bigger thrill out of winning than I do. Believe me, I love presents and gifts and racks and shopping. I really, really do. And I don't act all coy about it either. I'm like, thank you. I love this present. It is nice to get, the prizes. But I also do it to support my fellow YouTubers. I just think it's really important. I know the first time I did a challenge, I was like, oh my gosh, no one is going to participate. Nobody's going to play along. And when I had more than a couple people join in and participate, it just really made me feel good that many people cared to play along in my challenge. I like to pay that back. So I really do like to do the challenges to support you guys too. So Tracy, I am so sorry I missed your challenge. I may even, if I get up the gumption, still do a video in regards to your challenge. I know the prize is over. That's okay. But just to support you, because you sure are a great YouTuber and an awesome layout maker. So there's my verbal, audio, documented, recorded apology. Okay, guys, turn this video off. Stop watching me. I don't have anything else important to say, believe me, and get started on this challenge. Mel, thank you so much. Pat, isn't Wanda pretty? Yeah. Look how skinny she is. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. Good luck to everyone. Bye, Mel. Thank you. Bye, Pat.